Imagine your first date, Victoria. The first time, there must have been the first time when you and David went out together. What was his party trick? What did David do for you?
David went for the more old school sort of wit and charm, no, let me get this.
Why? What had you dropped?
Although I was already besotted before we even went on the date. He could have punched himself in the face, I wouldn't mind.
I've actually got the taste of vomit in my mouth.
Aged 9, I undertook my first ever acting role as Joseph in the school nativity, a performance described in my end-of-year report as world-weary.
Please, team.
Why did they describe it as world-weary?
I think perhaps I thought Joseph would be tired after the long journey with the donkey and the finding that, and perhaps I overdid the tiredness and didn't get into the wonder, perhaps, to the extent that
Yes, but I think acting coaches would say, you know, you didn't go for the obvious thing of wonder.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had an instinct for this wonderful doubt that you must have felt. You know, how did this happen? You know,
I don't know whether I understood that at that age.
Could you give us, perhaps, as a treat at Christmas, a little taste of the performance?
Yeah.
Just give us a soupçon. I have some stuff here that could help you. Let's see. You can be the three kings.
Oh, lovely.
OK.
Pass them along.
There, pass them along. Now then, imagine it was Joseph and Mary arriving. So why don't, Richard, you could be Mary.
Thank you, that's very kind.
There we are. Would you like to be a shepherd, Sir
I'd very much like to be a shepherd.
All right, you know what to do with it. Here's the baby. Now, remember, you've got to hide baby Jesus. He doesn't appear until later in the script.
Yeah, well, I think that's Mary's
I know
job.
exactly where to hide that.
Yeah.
Something for David. There we are. And then, Tom, would you mind holding the star as well?
Yeah.
I'll be Father Christmas as the innkeeper. All right. You haven't arrived yet.
Yeah.
Okay. What, do you mean in my career?
Oh, no, that's been and gone. Oh, okay.
I've literally just had a text from Sonia at my NCT class, and they've had the baby. All right. And look at me still.
Richard, I think you're getting the period a little bit wrong. In those days, no text, nothing like that.
I've just seen a star in the sky, and it's Sonia from my NCT group. And they've had the baby.
Oh, that's nice.
Boy.
Can you stop going on about Sonia?
Oh, but...
It's just, I'm sorry, I know you get on with her, but it's been a long journey.
Yeah, but that's because her husband Alan has already painted the nursery, and certain people haven't.
It's
back to Homes Under the Hammer.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm very... you know, I found the whole thing very touching. But I haven't got any lines.
So, Tom, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to give you a line.
Tom,
I've got some here, so I know.
Oh, all right, you got something. All right, so get ready.
Yeah,
so, the baby's coming.
OK. Oh, look.
Oh.
And now a shepherd has appeared.
Yeah. I kick off every Christmas morning with a bowl of cornflakes and a sea of baby.
Well, there we are. Now, there's our performance. So, are you willing to believe that David was a world-weary Joseph at 9 years old?
Yes, definite for me.
True?
Yeah, he would have been a clever boy at 9-year-old. They would have asked him to be Joseph because he's got the gift of the gab.
And at 9, he did have a beard.
Yes.
It was harder for Richard to get the part of Mary because he was that height at 9.
But, like, it's impossible for you to get the part of one of the wise men.
What are you going to say?
We will say it is a truth.
A truth. You're saying truth. David, truth or lie?
And it is a lie.
Oh. It was a lie.
For our first Christmas together as husband and wife, David was startled by one of the gifts I got him.
Please, team.
It wasn't making a noise inside the wrapping paper, was it?
What, a puppy?
Well, I was thinking more of a rabbit. So I suppose the big question is, what was the present?
It was, you'll like this, Lee, it was some sexy underwear.
Oh, why would I like that?
No, I'm always telling Victoria how attractive you find me.
Who was to wear the underwear?
It was, I bought for David to wear.
Look at David's face.
So it's for David. Describe the underwear.
This is very awkward. Describe the... I mean, this genuinely, this is the stuff of nightmare.
Yeah. If it helps in any way, I'm absolutely loving it. All right.
So, David was broadly of the school of... I mean, is this...
This is dreadful.
When men have been single for a long time, they've got their loose cotton boxes. They don't think, oh, I tell you what, I'll have a pair of these snug-fitting trunks.
Can we just...
Is that what we're talking about? So we're not talking about straps and things, and we're not talking about restraining bolts and things like that. Nothing like that.
No.
I'm just going to say, if at times in the future when I face adversity, I will look back and say, well, at least I'm not going through this.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
This is so much better than dustbins.
So it's Christmas morning. It's your first Christmas together as a married couple. You hand him this package. He opens it. Talk us through the moment of realisation.
He sort of went, oh, it's underpants. And then he realised they were a bit clingy and possibly, in David's mind, somewhat French, you know.
How long did it take before he wore them?
Has he ever worn them?
Oh, yes. From that day forward, that was his new style of choice.
So even as we speak, he sat there now with something clinging to his midriff.
I'm so sorry.
So it wasn't like his main present, there was other stuff?
There was some other stuff.
Can you remember anything else that you'd got in there?
You know, some books and a DVD and...
What were the books?
Well...
The Bible and 50 Shades of Grey.
So, Melvin, what do you make of this?
I'm just excited.
What do we think? Truth or lie?
So what do you think, Alex?
I could imagine you'd definitely be startled by it, but...
Well, that bit...
Yeah.
If David's worn the same pair of pants all of his life until that moment, and I suspect he
The
has.
same pair
The
of...
same type of pants.
I think it's true.
You do?
So, Melvin thinks it's true. Alex?
I hope it's true.
You're going to say that it's true. OK, they think it's true. Victoria, was it true or was it a lie?
It is true.
Last year, while staying in a hotel, I was forced to sleep with teabags in my ears to drown out the sound of the work Christmas party below.
These two.
Where was this?
It was in Bruges.
Bruges? What were you doing in Bruges?
Little Christmas break.
What, from your wife?
No, she was there too.
How long were you there for?
We were there for 3 nights, I think.
And did this happen only on one night?
Yes, it was a one-night Christmas party. Obviously, didn't really take off.
Was it just you with the tea bags, or did your wife put the bourbons in or something, or...?
Is that a euphemism? No, she had less difficulty sleeping than me.
Why, had you been talking again?
There you are in Bruges, and
Yeah.
what's the noise like? Is it... An occasional Brugians going, ah,
I didn't hear particularly many...
Such fun we're having tonight. Oh.
Yeah,
Why is it only one night? Why not 2 or 3? Where's the bearded man we saw in reception? What do you think he's doing now?
I don't believe you're a man who would travel without earplugs to a hotel.
Well, let me tell you, I'm asking you to believe that I am not only a man who would travel to a hotel without earplugs, but someone who has never taken earplugs to a hotel ever.
So now, look, before you put these teabags
Teabags.
into your ears,
Yeah.
did you try anything else?
Yes, I tried getting to sleep normally.
Was it a regular square tea bag or one of those pyramid-shaped ones?
It was a round one.
Oh, a round one?
Yes.
So you'd have had to scrunch it up and put it in your ear?
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking it would have worked better if it had been a bit damp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it a bit damp?
No.
You put it in dry?
Yes.
I'm not sure...
Did it?
You've got to be careful. Things can be taken out of context.
I mean, that would be awful if the neighbours were listening to you in the hotel room and Victoria's going, I wouldn't put that in if it's so dry.
So what do you think? Kate, is this true?
I think if he was going to put anything in his ears to stop the noise, it would have been rolled up loo roll. Oh, you know those sugar straws you get? Wouldn't he have put 2 of those in his ear?
You mean the little sachets of sugar?
The long, thin ones, yeah.
Are you mad? So
I'm not putting
the
tea
sugar
bags in my
sachet
ears.
bursts and projects sugar particles
Sweet,
into my
yeah.
inner ear.
Sweet dreams.
What are you going to say, Lee? Truth or lie?
Lie. Lie.
It's a lie, 100%.
OK, saying it's a lie. David, is it a lie or was it the truth?
It is a lie. Aged 7, I wrote to Father Christmas and told him I would much rather have a map of Saxon Britain than the roller skates I feared he was getting me.
All right, Lee's team. Wow.
Well, you know him best of all.
That's true. True.
You didn't want roller skates?
No.
Why did you think he was getting your roller skates?
Roller skates were a popular toy around, you know... I'm not saying they're just a toy. Of course, they're I don't know, a sports item, a novelty shoe.
Yeah.
But roller skates were being given, and I hated the thought of them.
What was the attraction of the map?
Well, I'm quite interested in history, and we'd done the Anglo-Saxons at school that term.
Did you get the map?
I did, yes.
Do you still have the map?
No.
Why not?
Because a lot of its analysis of the Anglo-Saxon era has been discredited.
And at 7, you were able to work this out.
In fact, it was a very simplistic view of the way England was then, with these small number of rigidly divided kingdoms, and we just can't know that it was like that.
What are you thinking, Angela?
Yeah, it's the kind of nerdy thing he probably would have done when he was 7. Yeah.
I mean, it's plausible, but I don't think it's true.
I am actually 50-50 on this. I think we're going to say... I think it's true. I'm going with Angela.
You're going to say it's true. OK. David, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Oh.